see, it's a little different today, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? We got Young Zen in the building, you heard me. It's only right.
It's good with y'all, man.
And we go a lot later. We never really go this late, so. But we go ahead.
My man Florence blessed me to be in here. He was like trying to be on it. I was like, damn, I was gonna watch it, but bet I'll be on this motherfucker.
So as always, give us a little time, man. We want to make sure everything goes good. We want to make sure everything sounds right. So you know what I'm saying? Rock with us. If you hear this late, man, shout out to y'all. Alright, so sounding good as always. We're gonna take a little minute to go into, not too long because we started later than usual. So I don't see this as being a long stream. Y'all see the topics below. Oh, it's Sniper came through, man. Hey, he's checking it late, man. And we wasn't at first, but you know what I'm saying? We're up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it.
You gotta live life sometimes, these snipers. I don't know. You gotta just sometimes just keep going with it, man.
Yeah, man. So we got some good topics we want to talk about. Anybody that's in the chat right now, go ahead and throw a like, man. It's a little bit different today, but we gonna get to the topics, but also it's random topics. So it's like we're not basing nothing on any type of factual nothing, man. We just talking about shit that might happen. So you know what I'm saying? Just rock with us. That's all we really doing right now. So the basis of this though is gonna be Billy Joe and Canelo, because Canelo's bullshitting, Oscar De La Hoya's bullshitting, but you know what I'm saying? We'll get to that. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching Billy Joe. He didn't fight like this on Oscar.
Well, he was a lot slower. You can tell too, like look how
he's looking like he's aggressive. He's like, and I feel like the other one, he was just like, I don't know. He's just trying to carry himself. It seemed like this, you know what I'm saying? Just pacing.
This is him having at a lighter weight. You can see he's a lot lighter. Like he's a lot thinner. You know what I'm saying? His build, he was a lot heavier. But that's also because he moved up. So sometimes moving up doesn't help a lot of people, man. Some people try to make it seem like it do. Sorry, y'all. That's the end of the first song. We don't want this stream to go too long. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna pause this right here. We're gonna play one more song, then we're gonna get into the topics, or at the least we're gonna get into random topics, whatever anybody may talk about. What's today? Wednesday? How was y'all Wednesday, man? How was your Wednesday, man? How y'all?
Great, man. It's fun to get the fuck up out of here. It's the best news I done had all year, baby. Oh!
We out of here tomorrow. Tomorrow in the morning. So we may not do a stream tomorrow. We're gonna try and do a stream tomorrow night. That's
we get everything aligned how it's supposed to be, even though how it's gonna be a bitch. I think we might go live, depending on how the mood is. This might be up. So that's gonna be up.
So that's gonna be the goal.
No promises though.
If we don't go live tomorrow night, we're gonna go live Friday night for show. And obviously we're gonna go live Saturday night because we got the fights. No, you have to show. So it's been a good day. So what we gonna do, man? We gonna wait one more song through it. If y'all in and y'all ain't dropped a like, go ahead and drop a like. We're gonna let this go through it. Then we're gonna go ahead and get to some random topics about some good boxing. Go ahead and check out the SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/BlakGooseTV. Young Zen dropped 2 new tracks. One of them, you know what I'm saying, getting a lot of love. So make sure y'all check that out. It's called.
I want to correct real quick. It's Black. No, it's on the SoundCloud. No, I just don't want to be getting around sound.
My bad, y'all.
It's SoundCloud. It's SoundCloud.com/BlakGooseTV. All caps on the TV. That's what it is.
Hyphen.
We'll put it in the description next time in the video. So you know what I'm saying. If you want to check that out, you like, dang, what was that song? It's most likely on the SoundCloud. You can just look it on there. Hyphen.
I'm gonna make sure we gonna add that to the description. So. At the end of this song right here, we're gonna get into the topic. Let me talk this back. Yeah, I got something. It's slick though, man. No reason, man. It's cold out here, man. That's one thing I ain't gonna miss. At first, I thought I really did like the cold and the snow and the rain and all that shit, but I really don't.
It's weak because it's like when you see the snow on TV and stuff, you're like, dang, that looks dope. But like, you not feeling that cold. You kind of just watching through the screen like, you in your but you in your comfy, warm house. But you looking like, ooh, that snow look fun. And when you get into it and you throw, you're like, ooh, it is fun. And after a while, you like, this shit getting old. Especially like it's cool. Like in High Desert, it was different because it was like
you see that defense? God damn, Billy Joe. He didn't do that at middleweight.
I didn't see that. I ain't gonna cap.
I'm gonna rewind that back. God damn it, he didn't do that at no middleweight. Watch this. Watch this little sequence right here. God damn it. This shit is beautiful. Now watch this right here. Willie Monroe comes with some heat. Watch. Wait. Bop, bop, bop. You see?
Dang.
He didn't do that at middleweight.
That
he didn't
was
do that
great.
at middleweight. That nigga said.
Yeah, that was great right there.
He don't do that no more.
And he dodged those jabs too.
His defense was a lot.
Is this the
different.
dude Lomachenko Word? No,
Not Willie.
I'm sure.
Willie, he's solid. He fought Jamal. He lost. He fought Danny. He was supposed to fight Danny Jacobs, but he got popped on it. But Willie Monroe, he's a solid competitor. All right, y'all. That's the end of that song. All right, we're gonna get into these boxing topics. Anybody got anything that you want to talk about, anything you want to throw in, or anything you may have found out or heard about that I am not talking about, and it would probably help with the topic or just further the discussion? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Remember, drop a like. That helps a lot too. So, first and foremost, if y'all remember my last live, I went live yesterday. We talked about Oscar De La Hoya. Seemed like he was lying out his ass, right? When it came to Billy Joe Saunders, he's not a front runner. I ain't never heard where someone was talking about Billy Joe Saunders even like, we ain't even had that discussion, right? This isn't what I wanted to show you right here. It's right here. Canelo Alvarez and Ryan Murata in serious talks for fight in Japan in spring. So isn't that interesting? Right after my man's Oscar De La Hoya seemed to be lying right out of his ass, right? And he may not have been, but that's just how it looked when he was saying that. And, you know, he was talking in the interview. We have somehow reports from the unknown that Canelo Alvarez is fighting Ryota Murata in Japan in spring. Like, for real? Am I tripping?
It's
watch this. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just feel like Oscar's trying to be like, he's trying to be on his best, I'm the greatest promoter bit. You feel me? He's trying to, bro, I'm telling you, if you didn't see the comment, it was at the end of the stream, but I said, this man has not been right since he's lost to Floyd Money May. He just hasn't, man. Because ever since then, he has done nothing but lose. He's been talking nothing but lies. I got the remedy to beat Floyd. I didn't talk to these fighters. We got the remedy to beat Floyd. Floyd will lose. Floyd has not lost. He beat Canelo. He beat all these dudes that everybody was supposed to lose to. So I'm like, I think Oscar now with this, like, look at this news. I don't know who he's gonna fight. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you? But you know they ducking Billy Joe because they saw that performance and they're thinking like, okay, this wasn't even his best fight and he still did that. You get what I'm saying? Come on, a lot of fighters wouldn't have done that. It went straight to this. Didn't he knock him out? 12 round?
Who?
Billy Joe, his last fight.
Yes. It was in the 11th or 12th one.
Yeah, like, so I'm like, most fighters, you know what I'm saying? Certain champions do that.
And that happened when he looked, technically might have been losing the fight. I don't think they would have ended up scoring it for the other opponent. It would have been hard to disagree with it, but ultimately it would have kind of been like a Triple G versus Derevchenko type fight. But the fact that he was able to do what he was able to do with how bad he was looking, I'm like, even though me personally, I'm like, look, that's not how he always looks. It was satisfying to see Billy Joe to end it that way because it shows that it's some type, you know what I'm saying? You have something to be wary of with him moving up in weight class. He may not be as agile. His defense may not be as on 100. He may not be able to use the footwork in the same instance that he was at a lower weight class. But if he can carry power up that he didn't have at a lower weight class, that does make a different type of Billy Joe Saunders you have to face. That's interesting in my opinion. But going back to De La Hoya, I agree with you when it comes to that, because if there's one thing I always point out when it comes to De La Hoya, is he said in that very interview, I haven't talked to Canelo. So how are you speaking for Canelo, but you say you haven't talked for Canelo? And a lot of people have the misconception because Oscar De La Hoya is the face of Golden Boy Promotion, he runs Golden Boy Promotions. No, they have a president. That's the owner, that's the CEO, you know what I'm saying, over Golden Boy Promotions. Oscar De La Hoya is, in a sense, you can kind of compare him to Dana White and the UFC, but Dana White, I won't even put Oscar De La Hoya in that sense. You see what I'm saying?
He can't promote like Dana, man.
And I don't know how much involved he is with signing fighters, right?
Yeah.
He you know what I'm saying? He's more like a face. Like Eddie Hearn, I would put in the same, you know what I'm saying, category as probably Dana White. But Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really sure. And a lot of times, and you remember last year, there was a talk that there was a dispute within the camp between Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya because he had to drop that the belt. I think it was a WBO belt. I might be,
it's one of those belts,
or the IBF belt, something like that for the Derevyanchenko versus Triple G fight because his Derevyanchenko was originally Canelo's mandatory.
He dodged that because he didn't want that smoke.
And that's what I believe. That's why I didn't even really believe those rumors. I was like, I don't really believe there's a beef in it, but you have to put something out there to make it seem like Canelo wanted the smoke, but really he didn't, if that makes sense, like you said. Because I'm like, Derevyanchenko was a hard fight for anybody.
And to your point, because I don't want to discredit that, he's right when he says no fighter is afraid to fight no fighter. I don't think Canelo's really, if Canelo and that person, whoever it is, step up to him, he gonna go down. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he can still be outboxed, if that makes sense. Or that style of fight does not match up well with what he's trying to do. And that's why he hasn't fought somebody like Boo Boo. Derevyanchenko is not somebody he wants to fight because he's always moving. So Canelo, he could slip something and not playing the Derevyanchenko, you know, left hand or something. You get what I'm saying? He could go both ways. So it's like that's not something he wants. Boo Boo, he versatile too, but it's like his southpaw and his speed and the way he just defends is too much for Canelo because Canelo's more of a, he can go Mexican style, but he also can get into that, okay, I'm dipping and dodging, but that's not necessarily his thing. He hasn't been really styling like that since he's been kind of going up. He was more styling when he was fighting Amir Khans.
And real quick, to add to your point, Derevyanchenko, his two losses can arguably be wins, right? Mm-hmm. When he fought Danny Jacobs, some people could argue he beat Danny Jacobs. When he fought Triple G, a lot of people could argue he beat Triple G. So that's that Derevyanchenko, man. That boy is cold. So I'm interested to see what's next for Derevyanchenko. If you had a point, go ahead. I just wanted to add that in the way you were saying because I'm like, don't downgrade Derevyanchenko. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just basically just saying like he didn't want Derevyanchenko. I didn't know that story until you told me. So I'm like, that was just what I was going off of, and I was just saying I just didn't want that point not to, you feel me, come like still
I feel you. People
an
not
accurate
understand
point. But I'm just like, this right here is a situation where it's like he did not want to risk that one. And when I mean one, he didn't want that O to go.
Canelo doesn't want his opponents to be fast and that.
Oh, he's already lost. I'm tripping. But he don't want that blemish though. He don't want another loss. And if you lose again, people gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And want his opponents to be fast, then
that can switch stances just like Boo Boo. That's a tough fight for him. Just like Boo Boo, just like Terrence Crawford.
and Earl, as Crawford. Much as I think Earl's a beast, he ain't really been wanting Crawford smoke because at the end of the day, if you look at Crawford, all his fights is like different surgeries. You got a torn ACL in the surgery, he going to different work. Then you got a torn meniscus, torn ACL, torn MCL. Then he going, you get me? Because it's like the Benavidez fight, you like, dang, like he really seemed like he was struggling, but he ended up knocking him out. Okay, you go to his next fight, Khan. I think it was Khan. Yes. Work him easy. I don't want to fight no more. And then the last fight, people was like, he's going southpaw too much. He needs to switch it up. But he always switches up, like Fluence points out. He always switches it up. He switches it up different to the opponent.
And don't the announcers be the same in every fight? They be like, I don't understand why Crawford is fighting this way right now. He's losing the fight. It doesn't make any sense. He might possibly be in jeopardy. It's like, God damn it. Like, especially Tim Bradley. Like, I understand it's your job, but I'm like, you got him into the game. So it's like, you should know, like,
but it's like
he always does that for like the first 4 or 5 rounds to throw his opponent off, and then he switches over to his dominant side and he just destroys his opponent. It's evident.
He knows,
it's
man.
easy to see, but it's like, but I'm like, are you trying to manipulate? I don't know, but I don't even really want to get necessarily into that because I be feeling like, man, when I be hearing some of them announcements, I be like, that's why I fuck with Andre Ward, man.
Yeah, I'm biased, man.
Crawford is. I feel like everybody's scared of Crawford. But real quick, back to Canelo. Canelo being scared of the switch stance. It's more of, I feel like when there's more to the fighter's game than just one aspect, Canelo is going to have trouble with. People try to put Floyd Mayweather in a box like he's just a defensive fighter. He's not a defensive fighter. He's a great offensive fighter. He's a great counter puncher. He's a great. He knows how to use his feet as a defense just as much as he knows how to use his hands, or he knows just as much as he uses his head movement. So it's like he has so many different aspects. The way he's able to measure his range. I'm like, there's so many different instances to Floyd's game when people try to put people in a box when that's not necessarily true. And I feel like when it comes to Canelo, he has trouble with fighters who can go outside that box. That's why I feel like if Canelo versus Errol Spence happened, I think Canelo could beat Earl, but I don't think Canelo could beat Terrence Crawford. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that's right, but I just feel like Canelo versus Earl, you know what I'm saying? We might see that in the future. That makes sense. But I
think Earl gonna go move up in weight?
Yeah, in the future, yeah. They've been talking about it for a while that Earl's gonna move up in weight.
What about Crawford?
Well, we don't even know if that's ever gonna happen. That's the problem. I'm like, I know they've been talking about it. I know that
they were talking about Crawford moving up.
No, not Crawford moving up. If Crawford versus Earl Spence was gonna happen, it would be at 147, right? Mm-hmm. There has been some subtle talks of Crawford possibly moving up because he hasn't been able to get any of the big fights at 147 because they're all with PBC. So it's like, okay, at the very least, I could move up to 154 and he has more of an option. But there's been talks of that. I don't know how true that is. But there's been talks for a while, Earl moving up. Because he's a big boy. He's big for the 147 division. By the way, if y'all in the chat, go ahead, throw a like, subscribe. Got my man Zen in the building. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got anything you want to talk about, throw it in the chat, y'all.
Okay, that's interesting, man.
Terrence could go up to 154 easy. Because Terrence could go up to 154, and I think he would be able to handle a lot of the guys at 154. The thing about Canelo, though, you know what I'm saying, he's coming down from light heavyweight, so he's talking about 160, 168. So it would have to be a catch weight for Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Crawford's kind of
already never happen. I don't see
it wouldn't happen. Yeah, that would be
Pacquiao's his best bet, but he Crawford, was with PBC, right?
Yeah, but he only has like 1 or 2 more fights left on that contract.
But I'm like, so the older Pacquiao get, the more likely he's ever gonna beat Crawford, because Crawford's on the incline right now.
Well, they're talking about with Manny Pacquiao, he's probably gonna fight either Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia.
I don't want to see none of them fights, bro.
Yeah, but it makes sense for
I'll watch it just
or
because.
Maybe Conor. I don't know. Maybe Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see Bob Arum throwing this out for Crawford.
I feel like Pacquiao beat McGregor, bro. Like, as much as like everybody want to be like he'll beat him, I'm like, for some reason I'm like, if Keith Thurman, I know that wasn't the peak Keith Thurman of his career, but I'm like, I don't care. Keith Thurman's still outboxing a lot of these dudes that's in the welterweight division. Don't get it twisted. But I'm like, if he lost to Pacquiao, and I feel like he even clawed his way back to, you could say, a draw. Come on, man. You gonna tell me McGregor, that is a mixed martial artist, that even if he is working on his boxing, is gonna beat somebody at the caliber of Pacquiao? I just don't see it, man. If Keith not doing it, you get what I'm saying?
Well, I don't see it happening either, but it's all going off of money. What's happened, what Floyd has kind of turned the game into, what Conor McGregor's turned the game into, basically the 2 biggest, you know what I'm saying, stars when it comes to combat sports, period, is that it doesn't necessarily matter about wins anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's all about popularity. It's all about what have you done for me lately. It's all about who wants to see it. And now that pay-per-view buys, or pay-per-view, you know, the aspect of that business in general is dying, you have to find a different way to make up for that loss. So how are we going to do that? All right, we'll have Yoel Romero fight Israel Adesanya. You know what I'm saying? Yoel Romero's coming off a loss. We're going to have Jose Aldo fight Henry Cejudo. Jose Aldo's coming off a loss. We're going to have Jake Paul versus, you know, that other YouTuber promoted over Tevin Farmer versus Lopez, which is a crazy fucking fight, just because, you know what I'm saying, we want random people to come and tune in because this is what the game is about. So it's like that's how everything is changing now. You know what I'm saying? So more people are going to tune in for McGregor versus Crawford, McGregor versus Manny Pacquiao, McGregor versus fucking Paulie Malignaggi than probably, you know what I'm saying, Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo Alvarez. To be 100 with you. Throw a like, y'all. If y'all in here, y'all didn't throw a like. If y'all, you know, you subscribe, go ahead, throw a subscription.
I hear you, snipers. I mean, Earl is...
say the comments so they know what he said.
I feel Earl better than Crawford. I hear you, snipers. Earl beast. I'm not going to sit here and act like Earl's not cold, but I'm just like, if you want to talk about somebody that can adapt to his fighters, like, you can't tell me not one fighter Crawford hasn't adapted to. You get what I'm saying? Like, he knows, like, okay, he figures you out in one stance, and then he'll just pick you apart in the other stance. You get me? You know how rare that is? That you can hit, I can't hit you as hard, I feel so, with my left as my right. I probably can, but I don't know, I just feel like I hit harder with my right. Some people feel like they hit hard just period. Like, any punch I throw, you gonna be knocked out. like a Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Crawford is deadly in that regard because he can do both, and he does have power. I'm not saying it's just OD, but it's enough to knock you on your ass or get you rocked, and you get a couple more. That's So it's like, but I hear you though. Earl's a beast. He's a beast. But I'm like, do you feel like he'll beat Sean Porter will beat Terrence Crawford? I feel like Terrence Crawford probably knocks out Sean Porter, and that's not disrespect. I feel like he might.
Can I say something real quick too? I don't know how many of you guys watched, and we're gonna get into the next comment that you said as well. It's snipers. I don't know how many of you guys watched the Sean Porter versus Earl fight, right? I'm not gonna show too much of this because I don't want to get the channel flagged in any type of way. But just in that little instance that I showed you guys, Earl had difficulty with Sean's unorthodox range, right? His unorthodox angles, unorthodox ways of his throwing his punches, looping punches, things like that, and how he got to the inside. Terrence Crawford is a very similar fighter, but the thing about him is he's a lot more I don't want to say precise. What I actually want to say is direct. Okay, and what I mean by that is he won't see as many looping punches from Terrence Crawford, but the precision is going to be on another level, and the angles and where it's coming from is going to throw you off the same way. So if Earl had trouble with Sean Porter, right? A lot of people don't respect Sean Porter the way he does. What type of trouble you think he'll have against a switch hitter like Terrence Crawford? A guy who's going to come out southpaw, and then in the 6th round he's going to turn to orthodox, or if he feels like it, vice versa. Do you feel like
his man work?
Do you feel like you see these angles that he's coming with, but everywhere it's precision. Like even though he's throwing with power and he's throwing everything out, it's not necessarily sloppy. You feel me? It's tight. It's still tight and compact. And in comparison to when you see Sean Porter kind of go crazy, he'll maybe get a little bit wild, right? And he'll leave himself open for a counterpunch, right?
Yeah. You want to rewind it? It was a perfect one Earl did.
So you see, even right there, that slip, when he threw that hook, it was looping. It came over, right? Crawford would never throw a looping hook over the top. Another reason why Crawford won it, though, is because Sean Porter's shorter than Crawford.
Yeah.
So if you're a shorter guy and you're used to fighting taller guys, you're used to having to throw looping punches maybe to catch them when you wouldn't expect it. So Crawford is used to having either a certain height advantage or fighting with guys who are similar in height where he knows he can throw straight punches and he doesn't have to over-exaggerate certain punches in order to reach his opponent. So I think that's going to be a lot of trouble for Earl. But that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this next comment. He said, McGregor should box more. He's great. Look at his first fight. He did good against Money. And plus, look at his trainers. His MMA trainer would never coach in a boxing fight. Go ahead. Respond.
Hey, yo, it's snipers. Not take nothing away from Conor. He looked better than I thought he would look. But let's be honest. If Floyd really wanted to come out there and really just go to work, he could have got Conor out of there probably in the 6th, 7th round. Like, no BS. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you even look, Floyd got him in the 10th round. But he was playing with him before. Like, if you seen the punches and how accurate Floyd was going, he was letting up off the gas. He just wanted to give the people some type of show. Like, he didn't want to knock McGregor out in the 6th, 7th round. And, you feel me, really embarrass him because it's like, he want to make it a second fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, this is Floyd Money Mayweather. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he beat Pacquiao. That's everybody's GOAT. You feel me? You talk to everybody, Pacquiao's the greatest. Even if, you don't want to give Floyd his due. So it's like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. You might feel differently. But I'm like, I feel like Floyd could really outbox this man and really, you know what I'm saying? If not knock him out, really get the TKO earlier. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. What you think, Flu? I could be wrong.
So, if you don't already know, hey, what's up? First of all, shout out to Amora. Hey, man, appreciate that. Shout out Black Goose. Shout out to, Young Zen. You know what I'm saying? He's going to beat more on these. And we're going to, sooner or later, we're going to do an MMA one of these two. You got to give me rest. I don't be feeling comfortable with the MMA just yet. I don't know why, but that's facts. He's shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Anthony Willis, man.
Like,
throw a like if you ain't throw a like.
say this, because this man right here, he could be one of the biggest trollers sometimes, and he could be good at it to a point where you don't know if he's serious or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he get me to this day, man. He got me today, damn it. I'm going to be on it, man. Got me. But anyway.
Oh, my bad, Amora. I'm sorry about that. Hey, I did not. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. It's respect to you. I did not mean to say that. All that. I had no idea. So we're gonna address you properly.
Shout you out, Gary. But anyway, damn, I forgot my point. What are you talking about? Oh,
Floyd was playing.
Yeah, this guy could be one of the biggest trolls I got out talking.
Because I control.
So he was like, nah, Conor's looking good. And I was really watching the fight. I'm like, and he got extra hype when Conor came and hit Floyd with the uppercut. Man, when you saw the replay, Floyd was like he wanted to get hit. Like he didn't even block. Like he just was like, what if Floyd ever stuck his chin out and took a uppercut? Oh my gosh. I was like, oh man, this dude is an actor out here, man.
Now, real quick, if y'all just jumping in, this is why I like having him on here, because a lot of times we disagree on a lot of things. I am a Conor McGregor fan. Now, I am not a super fan, I'm not a fanboy, so I'm not nothing that's emotional. But that uppercut was legit. Not only that, I feel like Conor McGregor was giving Floyd trouble in the beginning just simply because of his length.
Does that man look like he's worried at all? It's the second round. He got all his mojo still.
It's not about being worried, but it's about the positioning. If Conor McGregor knew about certain positioning in boxing and how to utilize your energy, he wouldn't have to. He basically fought the fight like he only had 5 rounds, right? I feel like if there was a rematch, I feel like it would be a lot different, especially with Floyd being older. Conor can't fuck with Floyd if Floyd's in his prime. Conor can't fuck with Floyd if Floyd is 35, 34 years old. But at this age, Conor can beat Floyd because I feel like Conor is that good when it comes to his striking ability. Especially when I've been watching him lately. I'm like, that's how I feel. A lot of people say that the last Conor McGregor fight versus Cowboy was a fluke, or it wasn't right. I thought he looked great. I thought people, you know what I'm saying, they're always trying to find a reason to hate, and I thought McGregor looked great. Not only did he look great, but a lot of these boxers should be scared, man. Because if there's one thing I've noticed, if you are able to put a disciplined karate, or it depends on what type of Muay Thai, but I'll stick with karate. If you a disciplined karate guy, karate background, but he also wants to find a discipline in boxing, to be able to figure out that range is crazy. Because the range when it comes to karate guy is crazy. Y'all might be like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you talking about it? It's hard for me to explain, but karate, when it comes to a dude who he's always aware of his range when it comes to kicking versus punching, and then he learns the ability to find that range when it comes to just boxing and using his hands, is crazy, man. So that's why I'm a big fan of Conor, man. I was a little long with it, man. Sorry about that, y'all.
I'm not tripping. I was just waiting for you to finish so I can hit you with this rebuttal one time.
I sound like a super fan a little bit. I'm not a super fan, goddammit.
And look, I'm a big Floyd fan, but I'm not coming biasly. I'm coming off with my eyes seeing. If I can sit here right now, look at y'all and tell you Triple G lost against Derevchenko. I watched it with my eyes. He got robbed. But I'm a big Triple G fan. He knows I'm a big Triple G. I thought he beat Canelo twice.
Derevchenko got goddamn robbed. Okay, Triple G beat Canelo once.
But see, look, I'm just telling you how I'm just trying to give them like, look, this
Triple G beat Canelo the first time, the second time Canelo beat Triple G. That's my opinion.
And that's good. But I'm just saying. But look,
that's my opinion.
When it comes to this, let's get back to Floyd and Conor. When it comes to this, come on, bro.
This is actually what we're gonna do.
Come on, bro.
What?
Come on, that's what I'm talking about, this trolling shit, man. This man literally just sit here and broke down how Conor has this great distance.
I know y'all probably really
answer me this question. Just answer this question to me. Just answer this question to me. How many times?
Oh, he's trying to play me. Did I sound like a fanboy when I said that?
Dang, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I felt like I really broke that shit down. Did I? I feel
bro,
like.
Let me explain right now. Can I explain?
Yeah, you can explain. But I feel like anybody who says they a fan of Conor is a fanboy. That's why I don't like. Go ahead.
Look, all I'm saying is answer this question. How many times did you see Floyd shoulder roll against Conor?
He didn't do it. Probably not at all.
So and my biggest point with you, that man did not use any of his real tools. How many times did he even really counter punch Conor?
Probably not at all. He was walking forward Mexican style the whole time.
My point is, will Conor ever beat Madonna in his prime? Hell fucking no.
See, I'm not. That's not the point I'm trying to make.
But my point is, no. if Floyd can beat somebody like, I'm not trying to make him look weak. I'm just putting it in boxing perspective. I don't want to disrespect Floyd's greatness over all these years.
But we have to realize Floyd is an old man, and
it does not matter because of his defense. He's too bad. It's like LeBron. LeBron right now, people saying he's washed up, but right now you would put LeBron in your team right now to lead you to a championship. Am I lying?
I would pick LeBron.
Okay, but you know damn well KD's the best player in the league. Come on, that's my point. It doesn't matter about the age, baby.
All right, so
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter about the age
when it comes to this.
No. When you 6'8". Floyd is not 6'8", okay? I'm gonna pick a 6'8" motherfucker, 6'6", 6', whatever it may be. Yeah, man, I'm gonna trust in you to still be what you have. But when you 5'5", man, and you 40 years old,
come on, bro, don't do
and you going
like that. That man is not 5'5". He's
not
5'8". That man's 5'8". Put some respect on that man. Come on, dog.
I don't know, man.
He's taller than Adrian Broner. You know Broner 5'7".
I don't know, man. He was wearing heels to try and just look up at Connor. That's all I'm saying, man. Look, and I feel like I'm going off topic because I feel like y'all got me over here looking like I'm a Connor fanboy. I'm not a Connor fanboy. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like a lot of y'all, because that's not what I'm doing. I just feel like y'all don't give him the respect because I feel like he did give Floyd a little bit of work, and I feel like he could give him more work because Floyd's older. That's it. It just has to do with age. Not with boxing ability, not with boxing versus MMA. I'm just like, Floyd is old, he's inactive. McGregor can put some hands on that man if it's right.
You just know that this stream and who's watching is gonna remember this
there
day.
We go. LeBron fanboy. Here we go. Yeah, thank you, goddamn. You gonna call me out, call this man out too.
You can call me a LeBron fanboy, but I know who my favorite player is, and that's the Bean.
Oh, but he's sound like a Bron. I said the same thing. I was like, damn, Bron with LA now. You over here big, just
if you on the Lakers, you gonna get boosted. That's automatic. Happens. I'm boosting Shaq. That wasn't my favorite player, but I'm like Shaq Diesel when he was on the Shaq. Come on, man.
Willis, that's what I'm saying. Willis, it happens. He slows down. I'm not saying he's not better than McGregor. I'm not saying these things. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, that when you're going against someone like McGregor who's been consistent, maybe not fighting in boxing, but just in a high-level professional fighting capacity, he's going to have a chance. He's going to have a chance. This is his first time doing it for 12 rounds professional. If it's real, if the second one happens real, I'm there, man. I think I got McGregor. I think McGregor's going to beat him. I'm
going to tell you right now, man. Him and everybody else in the past that went against Floyd Money Mayweather has seen a big loss.
I'm never went Floyd.
A big loss.
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is this. Let me. I'm
Kobe or King James. And he's asking, man. He's asking real quick.
I got Kobe right now. But if LeBron bring a championship to LA, then I have to reevaluate some things because he'd be the first player ever to bring 3 championships to 3 different organizations, and that's greatness. I can't deny that. But right now, I got Kobe beating Bryant. Kobe got 5 of them things, and I seen Kobe go through hell and high water for them joints, man. You gotta respect that determination. But anyway, I got my boy Kobe, baby. But look, I got Floyd Mayweather winning the damn fight because I just told him, and he just admitted it, he never used a shoulder roll, right? And Conor didn't even hit him that many more times. You get what I'm saying? It's not like Conor was beating him to death. Conor wouldn't even hit him like that. So you're telling me if this man just says, bet, I'm going to be defensive the whole fight, he's going to hit this man? I don't care how old Floyd get. If he don't want you to hit him, he's not going to let you hit him. And it's boxing, so it's like he can't set him up with a leg kick or nothing like that. You know, have his hands drop or nothing like that. So it's like, if Floyd stay tight and he get to that shoulder roll, baby, you know this money for him, man. It's too repetition at this time. He don't even need to be fighting to know boom, 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 counter, boom, 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 boom. Like, man, it's too repetitive at this moment, man. That's all I'm saying. But we can't get denied. Money is great at running in the ring. But I'm just saying, y'all call it running. I'm just like, if Floyd wants to get into that, I'm defensive, you're not going to hit me, and I'm going to get more points than you, he can do that. So I'm like, if it's a second fight and Floyd really feels like I don't want Conor to give me my first loss ever, he's not going to let Conor beat him. And if it goes to the decision, I know Conor will not be up on those scorecards. I don't care how old Floyd is. He's only going to be 43 years old when he fights this man. He will still have enough in his tank to beat him. I honestly believe that. If George Foreman can come back and win the heavyweight title, and that's different because he got, it's that power and everything. But I'm just saying, Floyd's defense, I'm counting on that, man. And I know he's not going to lose. That's all I'm going to say on that. Oh, man, you already know we going to watch that fight, man, if this happens. I'm going to watch it because I'm going to just have to watch And you know what? I might have to film him. I'm about to film my man Fluence when he sees his boy Conor lose right in front of his eyes. Matter of fact, we're gonna go live so you can see how he reacts when Conor loses to this man if they go again. That's just my personal opinion, man. I don't think this man can mess with Floyd. No shoulder roll, and you didn't even hit him that much. That's all I'm saying, man. And this was only 2 years ago. It's like he's 41 years old right here. It's not like 2 more years he gonna just, you feel me? That's just my opinion, man.
Look, I want to say this right now. Because I heard this man just disrespecting Conor's name this whole entire time, right? That was one of the most disrespectful things in my life, right? Because I want y'all to know right now, if that actually happens, because I don't know how possible it's going to happen, because y'all got it all, because y'all see the topics below, and we wasn't even supposed to talk about this, but we here, right? We here. If this fight really happens, Floyd Mayweather will not only be embarrassed, but he will lose a split decision to Conor McGregor. The reason why this is going to happen, look, understand this. Why? Why is this going to happen? Because Floyd's going to look a lot slower. Conor McGregor's going to gasp. If y'all didn't watch his open workouts, his understanding of the boxing game has improved immensely. He's sitting down on his punches. He's getting low. His guard's coming back. He's not even fighting like a karate guy no more. A karate guy has the when in karate you have the wide stance. It's open. You know what I'm saying? Really, your front lead leg is the jab. When you see him hitting the mitts, he used to hit mitts like this, long punches, boom, boom. He used to hit like now he's here. He's tight, guard close, and he said it even himself. He's connected back with his boxing coach. His boxing coach was here for his last fight. The original boxing coach he was with when he first started, that's what got him into fighting when he was 12 years old. He got into boxing first. Wasn't karate. All I'm saying, man, it all sounds right. It's all lining up together. I think it's going to be beautiful, man. And the fact that he's figuring this out and he's seeing this, look, I'm probably sounding crazy, y'all, man. I'm really putting this together.
Hey, so what did you just say? You just said that.
We going to.
We gonna bet for sure. You gonna see
because you hear this guy, he sounds crazy.
Hold on, you know I just want to hear everything you just said. You said he used to throw looping punches, right?
No, not looping. What I'm saying it was.
But he used to throw.
It was long. He would when you're a karate guy, you will overextend on your punches just simply because your lead leg is technically your jab. That's the range that you're throwing. So a lot of times, if you want to get in range when you're throwing a punch in karate, I'm not necessarily you have to throw out of range, but you're gonna overextend. You never really you're not supposed to overextend in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get injuries. Everything is tight. Everything is close to bring it right back, and that's what Conor's doing now. And also, you stand when in karate, you're standing more straight up in karate. You feel me? You're more of an up and down here. You got your chin out a little bit more because more so you wanna lean back a little bit. When you're boxing, you can sit down a little bit more. Your punches are gonna be a lot lower, and that's what he's doing now. Now, you couldn't really see that in his last fight because it was so quick. But I think if it would have furthered, you would have noticed that.
So you stamped your point, right?
I know he knows, huh?
I said you stamped.
Willis, he knows how to use his punching and range. He just didn't necessarily understand it in the boxing ring because it's different. The range is different when you're fighting in boxing than if you're fighting in like kickboxing, Muay Thai, karate, or MMA because you have to think about kicks. Your foot can get there or your leg can get there before your hand can get there. Like my foot can get out over here, but my hand gonna get here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm just like, you stamp your point. You done saying what you said?
I'm done.
So this is why Floyd Mayweather's gonna win. Y'all pay attention right now because Zen told you. What up, man? He just said he's gonna be more tight, right? More compact and precise, right? Conor McGregor ain't nothing but an inch taller than Floyd. Maybe an inch and a half taller than Floyd. So you're telling me, I'm telling you why Floyd fought like this. If that is true and his punches is extending, Conor's arms is long. So if he's shoulder rolling, those will have maybe more of a chance of landing than him going like this. If he's going like this, he can see him coming and he can block the high guard. You know, Floyd has great defense. So now second fight, if he is more technical, that's counter punching, baby, easy. That's too many points for him. If you're going to be technical now with Floyd, you're going to lose every time. You're not going to out-technical Floyd. Andre Berto even told you how it's not going to happen. To alert. You've never seen Conor that alert unless it's in a UFC octagon. Then he's a beast. But it's like boxing. Come on now. You're not going to walk into Money Mayweather where he built when he built TNT Promotions from the ground up, you think he gonna let an Irishman come in there and beat him in his game? Come on now. It's all good, man. Y'all heard it here first. You already know Floyd has all the tools to beat Conor, and he will explode. He'll explore. And Senior's gonna be in his corner? Oh man, it's over for Conor. I'm sorry. I hear you. You don't believe in age Floyd, but it's like, how older was he from the last fight? And you can say he slowed down, but it's like, if you said he was playing with him, how you know he was really going all, I'm not saying he wasn't fighting hard, but I'm like, you could tell he was holding certain things that he normally does back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Floyd, TNT, man. That's what's going in there. Man, let's hop into this Ruiz, man.
Yeah,
I want to hop into that Ruiz, man. I want to see. Let's talk about the big boys, goddamn. You talking about you was getting on these little niggas. Let's go to the big boys, goddamn it.
Real quick, before we do this, I think this is necessary.
Oh Lord, no.
McGregor, all right.
That was weak as fuck.
So, all right. First and foremost, we already covered. You know what I'm saying? Canelo versus Murata in Japan. We don't really think that's gonna happen. I think that's all bullshit. They're trying to get ahead on the cards when it comes to the whole BJS situation. And you heard Oscar trying to say he's not a front runner. He's not. Do you believe Oscar? Yes or no?
Oscar is full of shit. He's been full of shit since he lost to Floyd. I've been said this, man.
So he don't believe in Oscar. I don't believe in Oscar.
It's funny. Oscar's the dude that if something great happened, he come around the corner and cause he know you and be like, ha ha, we did it, baby. That's him.
Y'all see that? Exclusive. Billy Joe Saunders reacts to Canelo green light for May 2nd. This is as recent as the 22nd. What's today? Is it?
22nd.
So Oscar yesterday was saying he's not the front runner for this fight. How in the motherfucker is he a green light for May 2nd? How am I fanboy just because I went to show the commercial? I
feel
like that was a good
kind of like, but it's like I didn't even know that was going to be that. Like you knew that.
I feel like that was a good ending to the comment. I would give. All right, look. Billy Joe Saunders reacted to Canelo green light for May 2nd. So Billy Joe Saunders is reacting to it, thinking about it being in Las Vegas. Usually, Canelo fights around May 2nd. You know what I'm saying? That's his month basically. So it's hard for me to believe Oscar De La Hoya when he says he doesn't understand Billy Joe Saunders being a front runner. He doesn't understand how Billy Joe Saunders is going to get this fight if he ain't never even talked to Canelo. So he ain't talked to the team. So,
but it's funny how Canelo's trying to make it seem like him and Canelo relationship is just dandy and like they boys. Like when last year I could have swore he said I don't trust him, he's a snake. Like, man, did you not hear Canelo on national television sell that to people? Like, yo, bro, you fake. I don't trust him. Me and my team have to start, picking fights that's best for me in my career. Like, I'm like, okay. I don't even think he know how to speak English, so that must have been his translator.
Not too good.
But I'm like, I could have swore he said he was a snake and he didn't trust him.
He did say that. I feel like he still feels the same way, but he's locked in a contract. He got
that's
paid
fine, but I'm like,
biggest bucks
he don't gotta talk to what's it called? He could just talk to the president or whoever. He's like, look, this is who I want to fight. This is who we're gonna fight.
He don't even really have to talk to him. He can go to Eddie Hearn if you want. Eddie Hearn seems to be the fighter's guy. You know what I'm saying? He seems to be the Dana White of boxing. He seems so like all the fighters are cool with Eddie.
Low key, Oscar is just like us. It's all speculation with Oscar. He's like, damn, I gotta say something, but he don't want to get Canelo mad, so he's just like, I don't know who's gonna fight. You get what I'm saying? He don't want to just say something, and the Canelo's like, you dumbass, like.
And let me say this: if Oscar's saying he feels like Billy Joe's not a front runner, that in my opinion, that's his opinion saying. I don't think they should make that fight because they know Billy Joe versus Canelo is a hard fight. But it all depends on where it happens, when it happens, and what type of Billy Joe we get. Because y'all seen some of them clips I was showing of Billy Joe, man. He was nasty when he was at middleweight. But at super middleweight, he's looking a little slow. He's looking like he ate a couple extra carne asada tacos.
Hey, that's how Canelo looked when he moved up in weight. And in the second fight, that motherfucker looked great.
The only subtle difference between those two, that great point, is Canelo's used to fight in the U.S. That was Billy Joe Saunders' first fight in the U.S.
So he'll adapt and he'll be better the second fight.
what I'm saying is, and what I'm not saying is, and what I'm not alleging to, and what I'm not saying is, there's different stipulations to what you're allowed to put in your body when you are used to your whole entire life fighting overseas in comparison to now I'm in the U.S. and I am under VADA stipulations.
You know what's crazy?
Very different.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it's like you riding for Connor more than you riding for Billy. You just cutting Billy off like, nah, Billy, you not gonna come over here and rise to that cage because you don't got some quote unquote medicine that you take or
that's
you
not
get.
what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not going off of medicine. What I'm going off of is his last performance.
But you can't.
That's what I'm going.
But if we was gonna base that, we was gonna be like, okay, Canelo for sure gonna get his ass whooped the second fight, and he didn't. He came out looking more and aggressive, and he looked more of himself. We like, okay, he actually looking like Canelo this fight. But I still, my opinion, I thought Triple G was coming back with shots when Canelo started gassing, because he always gasses somehow in certain fights. But he always recuperates.
That's the heavier weight. And if I go back to that, you seen that fight, man. He was ducking and dodging the way he was moving. God damn it, he looked like the mini Tyson Fury. At middleweight, Billy Joe Saunders is a mini Tyson Fury. At super middleweight,
but you can't say he even said it himself. Didn't he say he was like sick or something, and he never a certain
half the power.
Hold on, didn't Billy Joe say that he had like he was sick or he had a certain training camp or something? I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm like, you don't know what type of.
Aren't you tired of that excuse though? I feel like every time a nigga looks slow, they like, damn man, I was sick, nigga, I had the flu.
Okay, but I'm like, look at Joshua.
God damn.
Look at Joshua. What did he look like the second fight? He went to a certain game plan. Billy Joe, all he has to do is understand. He's been watching and studying Canelo no matter what the weight class.
They're not gonna have that in UK. Go ahead.
I'm just saying the last opponent he fought, it's not like he was studying him his whole. This is somebody he's been trying to fight probably for 3-4 years.
I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? Like
he's gonna be more motivated. It's gonna be a different.
You get what I'm saying? It's like even you
drop
could
a like.
You could even say Fury, but see the difference between Fury is he's not going against a normal human being. He's going against Deontay Wilder, and he's just different.
I understand that, but
you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say Canelo's not different, but I'm like, he necessarily is not gonna scare Billy Joe with his power.
But let me say this. Do you think Billy Joe is gonna knock out Canelo?
It's gonna be a decision, but it's like
do you think the judges are gonna give a decision to Billy Joe? Unless he does something, oh my, like make motherfuckers just like be like, God damn, we just dropped Canelo and Canelo look like he's struggling to get up. Or he's just dominating the fight.
If he could do a Tyson versus Vladimir,
no,
everybody's gonna pick.
Vladimir's not Canelo. Vladimir's not Canelo.
I'm not saying he
Drop
is.
another like, y'all.
But Tyson's not Billy Joe.
What's up, man? It's been a minute.
Is Tyson Fury Billy Joe? Come on, be honest.
Not even close.
Okay, so.
But what I'm saying, Canelo's not Vladimir. Is Canelo is actually bigger than Vladimir. Canelo is basically the face of boxing right now. He has the biggest contract in sports history at the time when he signed it. You have to protect that asset. And they know Billy Joe Saunders. He has no. It's
Boo
hard
would
to
knock him out.
Boo Boo would not. He may not only possibly knock him out, but he'll embarrass him. Billy Joe Saunders, I feel like, will give him a close enough fight, especially since because Boo Boo's fighting in the U.S. Boo Boo's used to fighting in the U.S. He's fighting in the U.S. He's fighting everywhere.
Isn't he from the U.S.?
Yes, but so that's what I'm saying. So Billy Joe, he's not used to fighting in the U.S. So I'm like, his second fight in the U.S., different stipulations when it comes to drug testing like that. I'm not cute. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's just different. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? He has to adjust to that. He has to adjust to the time difference. It's going to be a hard fight for Billy Joe. And even if he wins or looks like he wins, I don't see them giving it to Billy Joe at the end of the day. They're going to give it to Canelo. Drop a like, y'all.
Yeah, that would be monstrous. Kanye said tacos.
The seed is planet BGS for. So, you know what I'm saying? Wait. We were supposed to go on. What's next?
Ruiz and Whyte.
What you want to do? You want to do Ruiz and you want to do Crawford next after that?
We already kind of went into Crawford, didn't we?
We did kind of a little bit, but I just want to see what his statement was on it. So you just want to see his statement on it?
Yeah, he's on the statement real quick. I want to talk about the big boys, man. You got Whyte, come on, man.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the big boys. We're going to get in there. What's up, Estrada? He said Canelo needs to fight Nate Diaz or Masvidal. If it was possible, it depends. Boxing or MMA, man.
They'll both lose. I'm sorry.
Boxing and MMA. Terrence Crawford reacts to Bob Arum wanting Conor McGregor fight for him. I just wanted to see his response in it because I didn't know his response on it, so this is news to me. He said, Dana White, I need to get my MMA gloves ready, ?
Oh, man, he's just trying to hype up a new fight. Who he fighting soon? He about to fight soon, huh?
I don't know, man, but I believe it.
Terrence
Crawford cold with it. I know it's not going to happen, but Crawford will give them boys some work, boy.
Oh, I'm not doubting it.
People got to protect him, man. He the money man.
Canelo like El Chapo.
Canelo bringing in all the money.
What's up,
all the
Estrada? I was
business.
just talking about you, man. I ain't seen you in forever, dog.
You
It's
been
good
out,
to
dog.
see you, dog. I'm glad you're doing good. I
So
hope you
Young
doing good.
Zen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, or you know what I'm saying? Stay positive.
Yeah, staying positive. I should say that, man.
Young
Y'all
Zen,
know
he wanted to
people
talk about Andy Ruiz. He wanted to talk about Dillian Whyte. So we've been trying to figure out the heavyweight division lately. What's going on, man?
It's gonna happen.
You think it's gonna happen?
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell him why.
Eddie Hearn gonna get this man at least $1 million to $3 million, and I know Big Boy been spending, man, because he didn't even train for his last. So if you're not training, what possibly could you be doing? Blowing money. So it's
Eating
like
good, boy.
he gonna need to get that re-up.
Eating hella good.
And he's not gonna get another title shot, so now he has to start thinking about money. What's gonna bring money? That's gonna bring money. Just because Dillian Whyte has been wild as mandatory for 2 years now. So it's like Whyte's name has been thrown around in the mix, especially since he fought Joshua. And he beat Joseph Parker. So
real quick, this is the question. Who has more to lose, Andy Ruiz Jr. or Dillian Whyte?
That's Dillian Whyte. Because I'm like, Andy Ruiz Jr., even if he loses, he's going to have $3 million. He might do a Madonna, be like, look, I'm good now. I'm done.
And not only that, he can still come back because Andy Ruiz right now, I can pull up the rankings, but I'm not going to pull up the rankings because there's no point to pull up the rankings because you have to understand that Dillian Whyte has been in a position where he hasn't even gotten a chance at the belt for over 2 years. Andy Ruiz had the belt, lost the belt. So right now, he has a status that Dillian Whyte can't even achieve or even think about or even a payday because he's always been either the #1 contender, not necessarily fighting guys within his ranking. So he's always getting paydays that are below what par of what he feels like in his ranking. So it's like Dillian Whyte has so much to lose here because if he loses to Ruiz, what's next for him? He'll end up being in a Joseph Parker situation. Nobody wants to be in that situation.
Only thing, and it's hard because I'm like, I don't know what that man has been through. So that payday probably was crazy. The feeling of being the first Mexican heavyweight champion probably was crazy. But I'm like, he should have took that with more, like, this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, fuck the money. Now you rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people be forgetting that. Like, they want more. And it's like, you good. So it's like, protect your kingdom. Now I'm like, if you just beat the king, you don't want a T'Challa to happen. If I'm Killmonger, I'm hot at myself. Like, I didn't make sure this nigga died. I should have cut his head off.
Y'all see that? The money wasn't enough, so we improved, and now we're talking. Originally, they were saying a 6 to 7 figure contract or fight offer, whatever it may be, from Hearn to get this Ruiz versus Whyte fight. Ruiz said it wasn't enough money. I covered that. And now he's offering more. If there's one thing I give Eddie Hearn, he's never afraid to throw the stacks. Look, it says it right there. 7-figure offer, baby. That's crazy, baby. 5 to 7 million for a fight. Andy Ruiz said that's not enough. I need more. Why? Because he made more with Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz too. So
he rejected that offer?
He did, baby, because you know what it comes down to? You don't get what you're worth, you get what you negotiate. You know what I'm saying? So Andy Ruiz understands he's worth more than 5.7 million. If he negotiates right, he can get 9 to 10 for this next fight. Ruiz versus Whyte may possibly happen. The reason why I believe in it more, Joshua versus Pulev is happening. And most likely he's going to be dropping that WBO belt. Kubrat Pulev.
Is he even, somebody that Joshua should worry about? I haven't really heard that.
At this point right now, in my opinion, no. This is what I predicted this a minute ago. In my opinion, I said he's going to drop that WBO belt because Eddie Hearn wants Usyk versus either Chisora. He really wants Usyk versus Chisora. He doesn't want Usyk versus Parker. And by the way, if y'all don't know, Parker versus Usyk is not going to happen because Parker's fighting February 29th. Unless somehow magically they put Usyk there and it's for the WBO belt and the money's right, but I don't see that happening. It's too short notice. So, and Usyk is getting ready for March. So most likely we'll see Usyk versus Chisora for that WBO belt. This is what Eddie Hearn wants because he wants Usyk to beat Chisora. He wants Usyk to get that WBO belt. Once he has that WBO belt, Kubrat Pulev is going to get beat by Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has the IBF belt. You know what I'm saying? He has a WBA belt. He comes in. Now you have a bigger fight in the UK with 2 champions fighting each other. And they both from overseas. The money's going to be crazy. Joshua reclaims his WBO belt. And now we have potentially, you know what I'm saying, Joshua not only be potentially the biggest boxing star in the world, but either Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury is gonna be bowing down to him. So that's my opinion. That's how that's what I've been saying that for a minute now. So this isn't just no bullshit. I'm just saying off the tops, but that's how it's going good. So Pulev is old. He is old. He is old. And most likely Joshua will he'll showcase that.
Man, if he beat Povetkin, he's gonna beat this man, bro.
He will beat Pulev.
It's sad, man. It's sad. Eddie Hearn really is treating this man like his child, dog. Like, how do you go and fight somebody like Ruiz and then you dumb down? No disrespect to whatever his name is.
Throw a like, goddammit.
But like, you going to go fight somebody that old, like
Pulev.
Like, man, if you want to fight somebody else, go fight Luis Ortiz. That impressed me.
But see, they're not gonna do that because the thing about Kubrat Pulev is he is his IBF mandatory.
He should have fought Big Baby or something next, man. God damn, he should have fought somebody worth seeing, man.
He can't fight Big Baby.
Because Top Rank.
Because he's still in the process of getting signed to Top Rank. He's coming off that suspension. No, he's not officially signed yet. He's still in the process. You know what I'm saying? They're still in talks. It's going to happen. Go ahead, throw a like if y'all in here. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't throw a like. Wilder might take Usyk fight if he gets WBO title. Look, if Usyk gets the WBO title, Wilder's not gonna be even been in the position to ask for that fight, unfortunately. Because if Wilder beats Fury, let's say if he does, right? Wilder's next the only fight anyone is gonna want to see is Wilder versus Joshua. That's it. That's the only fight anyone's gonna want to see. And that's the only fight that's gonna be able to happen. If Usyk say Joshua drops the WBO belt, I think it's gonna happen, and we're gonna see Usyk versus Chisora for the WBO belt. Usyk beats Chisora. The next fight Anthony Joshua will fight is gonna be Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Anthony Joshua has already said he wants to fight Usyk. He wants to fight Pulev. He's going to fight Pulev. He's going to fight Usyk. We'll probably see Wilder versus Joshua in 2021 if Wilder beats Fury. Now, if Fury beats Wilder, now it's a whole different conversation. But that's my opinion. I'm not saying this is facts, but it's hard to make a Wilder versus Usyk fight. You're just talking about two total different like spectrums when it comes to like promoters, business. Like,
let's go ahead, man, cause I gotta interject, man. So, you think you don't think Wilder gonna win?
Oh, against Fury?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. There's a possibility that he may not win. No, I think in my opinion, it's probably like a 60-40 type deal. Maybe 55-40. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I think it's close. That's what I'm saying. I got Wilder slightly, but if Fury stays disciplined all 12 rounds, he can beat Wilder easily. He didn't stay. A lot of people are saying that Wilder can improve immensely from the first fight because obviously, you know, if he's more, fundamental and throws the right hand this way and doesn't loop the hunch and add the jab, you know, Wilder is who he is. That's the fighter that he is. Fury, I feel like he can add more than what people are saying simply on the fact that he got sloppy. How did Fury got sloppy? People think, you know what I'm saying, when they watch him, they watch his footwork, everything's always right. But he got sloppy because he started to showboat. He started to get too comfortable. He felt like he was better. Who else did that happen to? Tony Harrison versus Jamel Charlo. When Tony Harrison was winning that fight, and he got caught. Now Fury came back up. He's a big boy. But that's literally the same fight in my opinion. Tony Harrison versus Jamel Charlo is literally the same fight as Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. So if Tyson Fury says in this fight, I'm not going to do any of that, I'm going to make sure I stay disciplined through all 12 rounds, he can win that fight. And Wilder won't be able to do nothing about it.
All I'm saying is, I've seen him exposed against Walden. And you can disagree. You can say Walden's a different opponent, etc. But I'm like, something like Wilder, where I just seen him set up Luis Ortiz. I've never seen him really set something up like that, strategic. And all that knowledge that Luis Ortiz and all that fundamentals that he has, it's on the level is Fury. Fury's just style is just different because he's tall. Let Luis Ortiz be 6'9", he'd probably be heavyweight champion. So it's like, I'm just saying, Fury is not the same. When you go from 400 pounds back to 260, that's a lot of weight loss, especially what he's went through. I'm not discrediting him, but I'm like, going against somebody like Wilder and his power, I'm like, unless he's gonna bring something that I haven't seen, he's gonna bring back that 2015 clip Fury, then I'm like, bet. I was shocked. I'll be shocked. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's looking crazy. Cause he looked great against Vladimir Klitschko. Klitschko looked so weak. I was like, golly.
Let me say this.
But I'm just like, Wilder's power, man. Like, if he breaks that guard and he sees anything, you know he can turn on that juice any round. Any round. And I'm like, that's dangerous. Because you see Tony Harrison, he has a great chin. He took a lot of punches Jamel kind of gave him. But I'm like, when you get hit with that one, especially if it's an uppercut or a hook with that, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I don't believe in Fury's chin that much. His boxing is great, but I don't believe in his chin, man.
I believe in his chin.
That's good. That's gonna be.
I believe in his chin.
So you going for Tyson now?
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than a lot of people are trying to make it seem like. I think a lot of people are trying to make it seem like it's gonna be a lot easier for Deontay to win the fight over Tyson. When I think if Tyson does the right things, I think Tyson can skywalker his way into an easy victory. But see, the thing about Fury is old habits die hard. So it's hard for me to believe as soon as he feels like he's winning, he's not going to get relaxed. Because that's the type of fighter he's always been. As soon as he starts winning, as soon as he starts coasting, he's always gotten relaxed. So it's hard for me to feel like he's changing that. I feel like that's why he changed trainers. A lot of people are saying that's a bad note or that's a bad sign. It's not necessarily a bad sign, but I think it comes down to the fact he doesn't respect the trainer, Ben Davison, who he had before. So he switched to Sugar Hill Stewart. Okay, the one I came up with, the one who had me right, the one who got me through all this. So I'm going to respect his routine. But when Fury gets comfortable, he showboats. That's what he does. So it's going to be, you know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is this. Did you hear Fury ever say that, you know, Klitschko's power had me worried that he said Deontay Wilder is probably the hardest man that's ever punched me. He hits that hard.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter because I'm like, when you have any type of fear, it doesn't have to be over exaggerated. It could just be a slight, like, damn, like this dude really scary.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. We'll see.
Because you can have a fear with someone boxing better than you. A fear, that doesn't matter when you go into it. Because when you're there and the adrenaline's rushing, like, none of that matters. This is my opinion. None of that shit matters. What it comes down to is what you've been taught, what your habits are, what you do off of just, okay, I'm in this position, my fight or flight. What am I gonna do? I'm either gonna fight or I'm gonna flight. This is what naturally is gonna come to me, and that's what it's gonna come down to. And if you watch a certain amount of fights of each fighter, you can see them what they do in certain situations. And for Tyson Fury, if he's dominating a fight, he's gonna get relaxed. He's gonna start, okay, I'm gonna let you get in this position, and maybe Fury does, and Trinidad had the same. But he had the same problem. And when he was cold, he was cold.
Tito Trinidad was cold.
He was cold. He was cold, boy. But then when he wasn't, it was like, so it's like for Fury, it's like, is he gonna be able to get away from the fact that if he feels like he's taking control of a fight, he's dominating, or he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be told? Is he gonna be able to control the fact that, okay, I'm not gonna get lax? I'm not going to allow my opponent to get in a position where I shouldn't have allowed him to, simply because I felt like I was already winning the fight. That's just my opinion, man. Oh, that's crazy, man. It's not. But hey, drop a like, goddammit, man. It means a lot, man.
Bro,
we've been going longer than
so you telling me I
was expecting. But keep rolling, because we got a couple more topics we want to hit on.
So you telling me that Wilder is not going to KO this man?
That's not what I'm saying.
Because I'm like, at the end of the day, you cannot deny Wilder's results in his rematches. All his rematches have been crazier than the first.
That's why I got Wilder winning. I'm just saying, I'm just putting things out there that people are not arguing when it comes to Fury's side.
I feel you, because I say this. When it comes to Fury, he's only been known since this Wilder fight in the U.S. I say that because not nobody knew what his name was, and he's been broke Fury down. This detail since 2015. So I'm like, you know what we talk about when it comes to Fury. So I respect that. But you didn't say that it was a disclaimer like that. It seemed like he was kind of like making it seem like he wasn't going for Wilder no more. Like you thought he wasn't gonna get it done.
No, I am.
But I feel when he was coming like, look, this is possible, and don't think it can't be possible because Fury is capable.
It's not like a lot of people are trying to make it seem like because of how great Wilder is in his rematches, it's gonna like it might end up that way. I think it's either gonna be even, or I think Wilder's gonna be a slight favorite on the betting boards.
Yeah, I'll agree. I was being a Wilder fanboy, but it's 45. It's 55-45. I'll being a fanboy. 55-45 being unemotional. I say that because I'm like, at the end of the day, Fury could have beat him if he didn't get dropped in those 2 rounds. But like my man Flu said, who would you rather be? Would you rather be Wilder in that fight or Tyson Fury?
Because what you gonna remember?
You gonna remember your kids seeing you on the canvas like a dead man.
And hoping you get up. So this is just a couple more topics.
Wilder gonna KO Fury. I feel you,
sound
snipers.
like a fanboy. It's snipers. You talking about he gave you
the fanboy.
Like a fanboy, dog.
Oh, you gotta get pumped. What you feel about that, snipers?
Yeah, well they don't have a clue. They only know about really Wilder and Joshua. Really, even then, like I feel like when you talk about the general public, when they talk about names or fighters in general, it's more so like, oh, they just fought. What happened? You know what I'm saying? I respect that because that's hey, if you the Mystic Mac,
No, that nigga said the Mystic Mac.
That's greatness. You got some shit right though that I should got right. But all right, we're gonna get into a couple more topics and we're gonna go ahead and end it. We already got the stream going for a minute. We just wanted to put this out here right here because I think it's interesting. Because Klitschko's former trainer Deontay Wilder was knocked out by it.
Y'all have to understand, man. I remember when that came out. My man Flu had to come and let y'all know what the deal was, man. Remember that? I remember that video. I was watching it live.
Look at that right now.
Who accused him of that? Who brought that to the light? I remember somebody was hating
Dillian Whyte.
Dillian Whyte.
Dillian Whyte was a man who said it, and it was confirmed by Tyson Fury. But we have from apparently his trainer saying he was not knocked out. They were saying that Wilder was on the floor cold, like, Okay, all right, yeah. How you feel about it? Real quick. I just want to say his quote, and then go ahead. We're gonna answer that right there. No truth in Wilder being. So Banks is saying no truth in Wilder being knocked out by Klitschko. I'm the one who picked Wilder and all the other sparring partners to come. Did Wilder get knocked out cold in sparring by Vladimir? No, that's the truth. It didn't happen. Did he get dropped? Yeah, he did. But he didn't get knocked out cold. So he might have got dropped, fell down, got back up, and then went right at it. So real quick, that's the truth. So y'all heard it here first, man. Who was the trainer? Banks. Yes, it was Banks. It was Banks at the time. It was Banks. The current trainer with Triple G right now. So shout out to his sniper saying you a fanboy. His current trainer, and he's being honest. He said, I never seen it. He said, I picked him myself. He got dropped. He may have fell down, got back up. But that is no KO. That's no line on his leg dead. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like, so I'm happy this came out. So remember that right there, man. Don't let Dillian Whyte's bitterness hurt y'all. How you feel about Zion though?
That motherfucker hooped tonight.
What do you do?
That nigga had 22-7-3.
They win?
No, they lost.
So Zion hooped, but they lost. So
that nigga was 8 for 11, 4 for 4 from the 3.
I think it was a good idea for him to make his debut right now. You want him to get comfortable. Because you don't got to overplay him, but you want him to get comfortable. You want him to get ready.
You only played him 18 minutes. He did that in 18 minutes, bro.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man. I think that was a good idea.
That nigga special, man.
How you feel
I call that nigga specialness, but
that's great.
I'm not just going to hype on his train.
But that's greatness, man. Strada, how you feel about that? I think that's a good idea because you want him to be comfortable for the next season, man. It's not, if I went pro right now, it's a semi-pro boxing. If I called my training schedule a fight, I get my pro boxing license. Would y'all watch my fight? Yeah, man. We'll watch that shit. We'll live stream that bitch. Hell yeah, man.
If you fight Memphis or something, we stroll right ball. We bringing that motherfucker right there.
Let us know,
I'll make a sign, goddammit. I'll be like, my nigga Snipes.
Hey, if you want a crazy ass ab workout, type in yoga abs extreme. That shit's crazy.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. My abs just got good today, man. We did that shit, what, crazy. Sunday? No, Saturday.
Saturday or Sunday?
It was Saturday before the fight.
You right?
I remember.
That shit was crazy.
It's Wednesday, y'all.
Still feeling, man.
But we did 2 of them, though. Okay.
I can't It's almost that time. All right. Last thing, real quick.
Big fact. Since he was 15, I lied. Since he was 15, man.
You know what I'm saying? The new LeBron James. Throw a like, y'all. Jamal didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He's scared.
I believe that though.
I believe it too. I actually believe the Canelo thing too. As much as
think about it, bro.
Oscar.
Who has Boo Boo in the last 3 fights really fought that you was like, yo? But he should have fought Danny Jacobs at least by now.
Jamal?
No.
Are you talking about Boo Boo? Well, Danny wasn't with the zone until recently. Hey, Sniper. Hey, get us the VIP, goddammit. You gonna go in there? Hey, if y'all just hopping in this goddamn chat, y'all better throw a like, goddammit. It's late as a motherfucker.
Boo Boo ain't scared of nobody. Hell nah, Boo Boo a real deal.
So it's hard for Boo Boo. Like Boo Boo, he was supposed to fight Billy Joe, but you know Billy Joe had that situation. He got tied up. Tied up. That nigga got popped. Taking that good shit, boy. That's how it goes sometimes. But it was legal. It was legal in the UK, so you can't really get on him like that. So that's how But everybody coming at Jamal right now because I feel like Jamal is in a situation because he's with PBC and PBC made so much money, and within their own organization, he's not gonna take a fight against someone outside of his promotional team unless it's worth it. And I get that. Because Jamal's getting paid just as much as good money to fight, you know what I'm saying, whoever and however in his promotional team than actually, you know what I'm saying, fighting a dude like Boo Boo or, you know, a Canelo. Because you're going to get paid just as much money to fight a Brandon Adams. Like, you know what I'm saying? I talked about that. No, he don't got no popularity, no money. He's too much of a risk, too low of a reward. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. Yeah, everyone trying to say Charlo ducking, but Charlo not ducking anyone. His team is ducking the business.
Because Charlo's a warrior, man. I don't like Charlo. I like Jamal. Jamal, I don't know, man. He's just over emotional, man. He a beast.
They're both warriors.
But I like Jamal though. I like how Jamal fight. He fight different from Jamil to me.
He do. But both of them, they both warriors. They won't duck no one.
No, they not.
When it comes to the business side of things.
All I'm saying is I need a trilogy fight.
And real quick, when it comes to the business side of things, if you gon' look at this. If I'm Jamal Charlo, right, and you offer me, all right, I can fight Matt Korobov for $1.2 million, or you can fight Boo Boo for $1.8 million. How many people are gonna see me versus Boo Boo? Probably around the same amount of people are gonna see you versus Matt Korobov. And I get to keep my title? Yeah. I'm a motherfucker take the Matt Korobov one, right? That's how it goes. So that's a lot of times, that's how these things are working out. So you gotta realize, like, and a lot of times Jamal may not have much of a say. If his team is saying, all right, this is the best for us and this is our money, if we're trying to look in the long term, because in the long term, we're trying to put you in a position where you can get the biggest payday. Because there's a lot of 1.2 million paydays when you're at that level of boxing, but there's not that many, like, 8 million, 9 million, 7 million. That's their goal. That's what they're trying to get at.
I feel like Zion though. I feel like because it's tight for the 8th spot. So I'm like, if the Pelicans can, well, they lost tonight. So I mean, just like Fluent said, playing restricted minutes, just give him the flow. Because I'm like, you don't want him to come in next season with no NBA experience, especially with that type of explosion. You want him to get comfy, see what he can do, see what he has to do, so he can get his body prepared to do those things. Dang, man, he said he wants you to fight Bino, man, for $500.
Oh, Goose and Gunner for $500? I'll take that fight. I whoop the fuck out that mother. What type of rules is it though, man? Can we go to the ground? Cause I just take that little nigga to the ground, man. Just choke his ass out.
Now you should have live stream on Facebook.
We're gonna have to find somebody, man. We're gonna have to find somebody. Watch, we gonna get right. When we move, we gonna have shit lit. I'll choke that little nigga Gunner out. We ain't talking about Bino either. Y'all ain't talking about Bino.
Ain't gonna for the dude y'all beef with at the gym. I'm whooping his ass too. What? Boop boop bing bing bop. Giving him all the 2-piece combo.
Gunner, man. But hey, man, we went pretty late tonight, man. We wasn't even supposed to go live tonight, man. We gotta go ahead and shut this down, man. We got a long day tomorrow, so we not sure if we gonna go live tomorrow. If we do, y'all gonna see us. If we don't, we're gonna be live Friday. If y'all don't see us Friday, god damn it, we're gonna be live Saturday. So just rock with us. A lot of changes coming, man. A lot of changes. So
Big facts, man.
Before we leave, drop a like. Subscribe if y'all ain't subscribed. It means a lot for the channel. Shout out to y'all. We gonna shut this down, man, cause it's time to shut it down, man.
100 million.
Hey, man, I'm happy, man. Stay positive, y'all.
Positivity.